Assalamualaikum. Hey y'all, welcome back and thank you so much. Terima kasih kerana masih lagi bersama dengan eTuisyen online. Dan untuk kelas ni ialah English Form 1 Syllabus KSSM with me, Miss Anis. So, as usual, if this is not your, if you've been with me since like day 1, sekarang dah minggu dah, tak ingat dah kelas keberapa dah sekarang ni. I think week 40, week 30. So what we're going to do today, we're going to cover the checklist, making sure korang punya session with me all good, tak ada proper problem later. And the second part, we're going to cover word of the week. Okay, so I'm going to help you to increase your vocabulary. Okay, so we're going to cover one word, which is fit. But there's multiple ways on how to use it. And then later, so I'm going to do a bit different on the English that we're going to cover today. I will be helping you on writing an email. So this is your paper 2, okay, for your writing paper. And then on section, yang keberapa? Part 1, okay, section 1, okay, section yang pertama. Because on your paper 2 ada dua section. The first section is for you to write an email. The second one is note expansion. For today, we're going to cover the part where I'm going to teach you on how to write an email. Okay, now, macam biasa, we'll go through the checklist. Apa you need to do? Look at your phone, look at your tablet, look at your notebook. Kalau bateri tak cukup, terus pergi charge. Okay, make sure ada enough power so that later dia tak terpadam secara tiba-tiba. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is, if you're not able to see whatever that I put on the board, tak nampak satu perkataan langsung, pergi dekat YouTube ni ataupun the device that you're using, right? Naikkan resolution dia kepada 1080 ataupun 720. So there's like, if it's a phone, I think there's like 1, 2, 3 dot on the right side. Click on that. Nanti ada satu word that's called resolution, okay? Untuk korang naikkan and then boleh nampak tulisan ni. If you're not able to do so sebab internet tidak membantu, for now, listen to me. Then later, when internet is better, you can replay this video again. Okay, so that's the second part, second checklist one I wanted to share as well. Oh yeah. So if this is your first ever time with eTuisyen, welcome. Now, selain pada YouTube channel ni untuk go through all the subjects, all the topics that you are learning from your syllabus, right? Kita orang tolong ajar tiap satu. Another thing that you can use also YouTube channel from eTuisyen ialah selain pada video-video subjek atau topik ni, kita orang pun ada juga share pengetahuan. So if you have not done so, do subscribe to our channel because you will get notification as when we uploaded new videos, okay? So belajar, there's things that you cannot learn from classes, like you cannot learn in the class. So you need to come out, listen to the experience that's been shared and widen your knowledge, okay? So do visit us on YouTube channel untuk tengok video-video ni. Other than that, kalau YouTube is not something that you use, you need to use Facebook lah, Instagram lah, Telegram lah, or apa tak Telegram, Twitter. We have those, we use those as well. Okay, so help yourself to get more knowledge. Okay, so that's the first part, which is the checklist. Now let's go through my word of the week. What I wanted to share with you today, perkataan FIT, fit. Okay, so fit ni ada berlambak cara nak pakai. Aduh, I was like, okay, which one should I share with you? I was looking on my phone on the online dictionary. So I've taught you, okay, I dah ajar you macam mana nak pakai online dictionary. If you forgot, go to, oh my god, I forgot when I taught you. I think like 5 weeks ago, okay, I've taught you on how to use online dictionary. If you don't have a physical dictionary, tak ada buku kamus yang kertas tu, you can use online dictionary. Try to use Cambridge, Oxford, or Merriam-Webster. Make sure you're reading the British English, not the American. You're in Malaysia, where we use British English. Okay, so here, fit. So the first one here that I wanted to share with you, when we use fit as a verb. Okay, now even as a verb ni pun ada a few ways, but what I will share with you is bila dia fit untuk terangkan pasal muat sesuatu size. Okay, so say for example you pakai baju and then dia fit, dia muat. So this is where the first one, okay? So this is the fit yang Pertama. Now, there is second fit. Fit where I would use as a adjective. Okay, so in this adjective fit ni, there's two ways to describe it as well, but I'm gonna be using the one yang cakap pasal sihat. Okay, fit yang sihat. And the third one, baik kau. Dia banyak tau, fit ni sebenarnya makna dia. Okay, now the third one, yang ni sihat, yang ni tak sihat. Nampak tak? Perkataan yang sama je, FIT, same pronunciation also, fit. But got many ways to use it, got many meanings to it. See, English is very, very simple but complex at the same time. Okay, so that's why need to read a lot. Alright, there's no shortcut. Okay, so this first fit. Okay, yang pertama, fit yang pertama ni, what you use, what does it mean? Okay, so here, to be right size or shape. Okay, for someone or something. Someone or something. Okay, so that's what it means. Dia muat. Okay, so if I were to translate in Malay, I will call it muat. Dia muat pakai baju tu. Dia muat pakai topi tu. Dia muat pakai stocking tu. Stocking nampak. Wait, ada je stocking pendek. Okay, so that's what it means by this fit and how you use it in a sentence. Okay, oh my god, I almost fell. Okay, how do you use it in the sentence is, that jacket fits you perfectly. Okay, so jacket dalam bahasa Melayu apa? Jacket itu, this is where it's a bit tricky because for us muat in Malay is adjective, but here muat here is verb. Fits you perfectly, maksudnya dia dipakai secara perfect. Okay, so sorry, this is me trying to translate something in Malay which is a bit complicated because this is where it's a bit English guys really cannot directly translate. Okay, but yeah, so this is what it means. Okay, jacket to fit. So here I'm using it as a verb. Okay, so that's when it's used as a verb. Now, when it's used as a adjective. Okay, let me just scroll down a bit because there's a lot of ways of using this fit actually. Banyak makna dia. But this is what I wanted to share with you. So here maksud dia healthy and strong. Okay, someone fit tu kan, oh fit gila lah orang tu, dah baru gym nak jadi fit kan, something like that. Okay, so here, how do you use it in a English, in a sentence? I jog to keep fit. Okay, so I jog dalam bahasa Melayu apa benda sih yang lari anak-anak tu? Bukan lari anak-anak lari setempat, nak lari setempat juga. What do you call it? Jogging as well? Okay, so jogging. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. So I jog untuk kekal sihat. Okay, so this is another way to say it. So rather than just say healthy, I can say I'm fit. Okay, so this is where it means healthy and strong. Now, the third one, yang now, as I mentioned just now, this is a totally different meaning to this healthy one. Now here, this fit, what does it mean? Where's my blue one? A sudden attack of illness. When someone can't control their movement. Okay, so here, say for example, someone they collapse, dia orang pengsan, okay, dia terjatuh. They cannot control their movement. Okay, dia macam tiba-tiba kaku and then terjatuh. Okay, ataupun dia tiba-tiba sawan ke apa. Dia macam having this sudden attack on their body. So this is where we say they had a fit. Okay, so here, how you use it in a sentence, okay? He had a fit at work and collapsed. Okay, so maksudnya dekat sini, dekat kerja, pada waktu kerja, he had a fit. Okay, dia ada that tiba-tiba badan dia bergetar ke ataupun tiba-tiba dia ada rasa sakit. Okay, dia ada something illness yang dia tak boleh nak control badan dia. Mungkin dia bergetar tak boleh nak control ataupun tiba-tiba mata dia tak boleh control. Okay, there's a movement pula. There's a movement on his body that he cannot control, and then for this one, after he had that fit, he collapsed. So see here, FIT, masa dalam verb makna dia lain, masa dia jadi adjective makna dia lain, masa dia jadi noun pun makna yang lain. FIT. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you with this word of the week. Now, let's continue on the third section of my session today with you. We're gonna learn on how to write an email. Sorry, not email, an email. Okay, but before that, I wanted to share with you. So this section, okay, if you're gonna be in Form 3 later, PT3, so this format, it will be on your paper 2, on your writing, where you would need to where you'll be asked to write an email or a short note or messages. So this is what we call short communicative message. It might be different teacher, different nak tuliskan. But here, in some books, we say it as short communicative messages. Okay? So here, if you need to write an email, if you need to write a response, if you need to send a message, right? It has to be short. Okay, dia kena short. Okay, sebab orang tak ada masa nak baca. So, say for example, you dapat WhatsApp. Okay, you dapat WhatsApp text, and then panjangnya dia tekan more, extend. Would you read it? I won't. I don't have time. I need something to be quick, short, and concise. So that's why I'm trying to teach you on how to write this kind of message. Very short, very concise, and very clear. Okay? Alright, so here, short communicating message. So it will be in either an email, okay? It can be an email, or it can also be a short note or message. Now, what's the difference between an email and a short note or message? Okay, so what's the difference? The difference is an email ada email address. That's about it. Okay, but macam mana bentuk dia, I'll show you later. It's almost the same. Okay, so here, let's look at the example that I have here for you. We're gonna try to tackle this, and then I'm gonna teach you on the format, macam mana nak tulis email. Very simple. And then you're gonna be using this because sebabkan COVID and everything, right? Most of the things that we use now is I won't say very virtual. It's virtually now. Okay, we're using the new norms. Technology is the new way, so you really need to know on how to write an email, because these days we don't really write a letter anymore. Okay, on the atas paper. People needs to know information, needs to get response very quick, so I'm going to teach you on how to do that. Okay, so here, when you have this kind of question, first thing first that you need to do is read the question. Okay, so read the question here. Read the email from your friend Jake. So this email, this example that I have from you here is from your friend. Please take note of this, sebab ni penting. Okay, because kenapa kena tahu siapa yang tulis email ni? Who do you receive the email from? Is it your friend? Is it your teacher? Is it from the government? Is it from your father? Is it from your cousin? Or is it from your grandmother? Okay, because different people, when you receive it from them, when you need to reply, you need to answer or reply in a certain tone. Okay, when you're talking to your friends and when you're talking to your teacher, is it sound the same? No, because supposedly the language that you use with your friends should not be the same tone as you use with your teacher. Because it's two different groups of people. You tend to have fun. You tend to be closer to your friends. To your teacher, it should be a bit more formal. It should be more polite or more respectful. Okay, FYI, so that's the difference. So two different groups, two different people, two different tone. Okay, so that's why take note when you read the instruction, right? If you get latihan ataupun homework from your teacher, or you need to do some revision on your end from your book, kan? Look at the question and see who is that email or who is that note not who is that note from that. From who is the note from? Okay. Wow, that's so okay. That's wrong. Sorry, I take that back. Okay, who's that? Who wrote the note? Okay, so here this is from your friend. Right, let's go through it. Hi, the editor of Pet's World has asked me to write an article on the best pet to own. He said I could write about cats. Okay, how do I say this word? Tortoise? Tortoise or tortoise? Oh my god. Okay, this is where it's a bit confusing. Okay, tortoise. You know what? I'm going to look it up right now so that I don't give you a wrong pronunciation. 1 second. Because I've heard some people say tortoise, some people say tortoise. Tortoise. Never mind, tortoise. Okay, now I know how to say it. Tortoise in British accent. Okay, so tortoise and hamsters. Which animal should I write about? I look forward to your advice, Jake. Okay, so here, tengok dekat dalam email ni, Jake said that ada some editor from Pet's World, dia minta Jake tulis satu artikel on the best pet to own. Pet yang mana satu haiwan peliharaan yang untuk dipelihara lah, mana yang lagi bagus. Okay, dia cakap saya kena tulis, I could write on kucing, cats, tortoise is what? Kura-kura, okay, and hamsters. Okay, so out of these three, he needs to choose one who needs to be written an article about. Okay, so dia minta kita punya advice. Okay, so that's the email. Now, in about 80 words, write an email to Jake to suggest which pet to write about. Okay, so before we write the email itself, let's look at the option. Let's give some points. Let's plan it out what we want to write, and then I'll teach you on how to write the format. Okay, so here you need to choose out of the three. Okay, so either it's gonna be a cat. Okay, so we got pet number 1, or you will be writing on tortoise. Pet number 2, or we're gonna be writing on hamsters. Pet number 3. Okay, cats, tortoise, and hamsters. Now, when we say the best pet to own, oh my goodness, there's other points that we can write here. But if you're blank, my God, Miss, tak tahu nak tulis apa. Alamak, macam mana ni? Tak ada idea lah. Then what you need to do first is, after the read the question and know who you're writing to, and also know the ni siapa nama? The tone that you're gonna use, because if it's writing to a friend, so it's like macam informal skill lah, casual skill, right? What you need to do is use this question. WH questions. If you're blank. Seriously, this is gonna help you. WH question ni apa benda? What? Why? When? How much? How? And then apa lagi? Who? Okay? So WH questions. it's gonna give you a lot of points when you try to answer and ask this kind of questions. Okay, now there's a lot, but what I wanted to cover, the points here, what I would suggest you to cover is first, okay, how do they look like? Okay, so the first question, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna write the question here and I'm gonna transfer cat here. So the question, let's list out the questions that we're going to use. Okay, so WH question. So number one, FYI, 80 words. Usually, you need to put in minimum 3 points. Mesti kena ada 3 reason why would you suggest Jake to write about tortoise, hamsters, or cats. I forgot to write the cat. Okay, at least give 3, maximum 6. Okay, because you don't want to write it too long. You just ask to be write something about 80 words only. So here, WH question, how do they look like? Tortoise might be cute to you. Sorry, it's not cute for me. But somebody thinks it's cute. Hamsters, wah, very cute and macam very cuddly. Cats, okay, sorry, I'm biased towards cats. I find cats so cute. Okay, so this kind of adjective words, alright? So how do they look like? Now, second, how long they can live for? Oh, we know tortoise can live for what, 100, 200 years? They live a long life. Hamsters, 2 years to 3 years. Cats have 9 lives. I think their maximum is like 12 years, something like that. Okay, so that's the second question. Now, the third question is, okay, okay, this is not really, it's actually, yeah, you can use how as well. How to take care of them. Okay, how to take care of them. Do they need a lot of attention? Do we need to put a lot of money? Do we need to buy a lot of, like, see, for example, tortoise, we have to provide water, we need to buy an aquarium. Hamster, we need to put them in a cage. If not, suddenly you find hamster running around on the floor and then you terpijak, mati. So you need to put them in a cage. And then cats, you need to provide a box so that they can sleep in it, something like that. Or you need to give them a proper bed, or they can sleep with you. Alright, because if say that you let a hamster sleep with you and then you tiba tidur atas dia, penyek terus hamster tu. Okay? Alright. So this is one of the 3 questions. Let me add one more question. Because I wanted to add this one. Can they be touched? But that's not really what's it called? WH question. Like but yeah, okay? So we have 3 questions here. Okay, you can add more. But this is something that I wanted to start with, right? So because when you talk about best pet, and like, why do you keep a pet? Oh, why? Why people have them as a pet also? Sometimes people, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is some in Chinese, tortoise symbolize prosperity. No, prosperity. What do they symbolize again? Purity? I forgot. Okay, some animals symbolize something. Okay, that's also something that why people have them as a pet as well. Okay, now tortoise, how do they look like? For me, tortoise look very unique. No? I would say unique. And then the more unique, the more what's it called? Like, there's a different color to it, different shape, the more exotic in it. If I'm not mistaken, it can go up to $500, you know. That's a lot of money. Okay, $500 times 5, 2,500 ringgit. 2,500 ringgit. Okay, that's how expensive tortoise can go up to. Or more, alright? So they look unique for me. How long can they live for? I read earlier 80 to 100 years. Or they can live up to 200 also. Some of the tortoise can live up to 200 years or so. So how to take care of them? Easy. Just need water, sunshine, and give what do you call it? Vegetables or fruits. Okay, right? So tortoise, this is like how to take care of them. Okay, now this is for tortoise. How about hamsters? How do they look like? Oh, unique. Oh, well, tortoise also unique. Another one that I wanted to say is also, they look rough as well. Sometimes you can say they look rough. For the big ones, like they look very powerful for me lah. Okay, so hamsters, small, furry, cute. Okay, so you can add more. This is just me starting the points for you to identify ataupun nak testify why should Jake choose each of these pets to write an article about. Okay, so small, furry, cute. How long can they live for? Earlier I was reading 2.5 to 3 years. I don't know if it's longer, probably you take care of them very well, but some I know, this is like maximum 3 years lah. Okay, now how to take care of them? You need to provide cage. You have to touch them softly. Okay, you cannot just squeeze them, hamster no. So you have to touch them softly. Provide cage, touch softly. I think you have to give them, what's it called? That thing. Sometimes I see there's like this, like something that they can run through it. So probably you need to provide some toys. And then hamster food. I forgot what's it called, but I think I'm just gonna say hamster food. Okay, all right. So that's for hamsters. Now for cats, meow. How do they look like? Okay, this is not kitten, so probably they're not small, but they are furry. They are cute. For those who think they're cute, I find them damn cute, really cute. Okay, so what do they look like? Cats, furry, cute. That will be it. I would say adorable as well because I love cats. Okay, but yeah, that's another word to say also. Adorable. Sorry, I really like cats. Okay, now how long can they live for? Wow, okay, you take care really good of these cats, they can live up to 12 years. But most of my cats, some of them can live to like 7 to 12 years. Okay, all right, so how to take care of them? You need to, how to take care of them? You need to give them food. Food as in cat food. Not really cat food lah. You can give them fish and everything, but you cannot give them fruits. No. Okay. Fish or cat food. You need to vaccinate them. If you don't vaccinate them, they might get worms. They might get diseases and die, and they can die die faster. Okay, vaccinate them. What are the things? You also need to, sorry, I can hear something outside. Okay, so you need to vaccinate them. What are the things you need to do then? You need to give them attention. Okay, so these are the points that I have, but you can add more. Seriously, you can add more. Probably you can say tortoise, tortoise, you can, I don't know if you can play with them. I don't know. I've never had a tortoise as a pet. But if I'm not mistaken, they do allow their owner to pet them. Pet them meaning pegang. Okay? They do allow. But after a certain time that they know you are their owner. Hamsters, you can pet them, but you cannot hug them. Cats, you can hug them unless they're in the bad mood and then they scratch you. Okay? So these are the things. There's like positive part and the negative part. Okay, so now we know what are the points. Now let's choose. Looking at this now, I feel like the easiest pet to take care is the tortoise, because that one I have to pay more. This one I have to be really careful so that I don't squash it. These look very long life kind of like pet. You know what? I'm gonna choose tortoise. Never in my life like I would choose tortoise to be my pet, but it looks like it's the easiest one to take care of. Okay, so let's choose tortoise to write the email about. What time is it now? Okay. Okay, now writing the email. We are replying the email now. What you need to do first? An email. You need an email address. Okay, so you need an email address. So take for, say for example, Jake email address is to jake123@yahoo.com. And then you need your email address. Okay, say for example, my name is Anis, so I put anisakura@gmail.com. And then you will need a subject. Now, in email, okay, in writing email, sorry, 1 second. In writing email, what you need to write as a subject is, subject ni, it would tell the reader, siapa yang terima email tu, okay, who receive the email, what is that email is about. Apa purpose, apa dalam email tu, apa kandungannya. So, okay, we look at this email again. We look at this question again. So it's asking which should he write about? Which animal should he write about? About the best pet to own. Either cats, tortoise, or hamsters. So it means if I were to reply Jake, on his email, I'm gonna suggest him the best pet to own. Okay, so here what you can write is suggestion on best pet to own. As simple as that. Subject needs to be short. Okay, it can be suggestion on best pet to own ataupun padang suggestion, just best pet to own pun okay juga, as long as it's about the email that's gonna be written to Jack. Okay, so that is for the first part. Now, what do you need to write next for email? You need to write the greeting. So this greeting, because I'm a friend to Jake, alright, because I'm a friend to Jack, I can use like a casual way of greeting. So I can say, hey, yo, bro. No. Okay, so I can say hi. Hi, Jake. Okay, so you have to write the greeting. So this is the greeting. Now, after that, so this is greetings. What you need to write after is the introduction. Okay? Macam essay biasa. Macam essay yang you write before this, you need to start with the introduction, then there will be a body ataupun content, and then you end it with a conclusion. Same for email as well. It's just that tak adalah panjang gila macam 5 atau 7 paragraph. It's just a few paragraph only. Okay? So here, hi Jake. And then I would write after that is my introduction. Now, for introduction, usually we will write to react back to the email. Okay, react ni apa? Apa yang you feel ataupun how are you, that kind of you can put that as well in your introduction as well, because this is your friend, you care about that. Or I'm proud of you because you are being asked by an editor to write an article. Dude, that's huge. Something like that. Okay, so here you can say feelings. Like how you felt about the emails. Okay, feelings about the email. Or you can also say purpose as well, okay? But this one is replying, so you're reacting to his email. But if, say, you are writing a new email, you can also say purpose as well in the beginning. Like similar to letter, okay? Bila tulis letter kan, kita tulis apa tujuan kita tulis surat tu kan? Lebih kurang juga dekat dalam introduction. So here, what I would say, hi Jake. I'm so excited for you. Oh, I forgot to say one more thing. Now, when you write, okay, when you write an email or you write a letter or anything like that, if you start with the past tense, you end with past tense. If you start with the present tense, you end with start with present tense, you end with present tense. Okay, sorry, my mumble in this now. Okay, keep it to one tense. Jangan campur-campur. Kalau campur-campur nanti ini pembaca pun campur kepala dia. Okay, so I'm excited for you. Alright. For your opportunity. It is not every day for someone to be writing for X-word. Okay, now also in the introduction, I've got to put this, you answer the question. Now, if you go back to the question just now, what is being asked from you? You need to decide for J. You need to suggest. Either he needs to write about cats, or you need to write about tortoise, or you need to write about hamsters, okay? So here, I'm so excited for your opportunity. It's not every day for someone to be writing for pets word. If I were you, I will write about tortoise. They are very cool. Okay? Now, so this is what, oh, you know what? Let's just push that to the second paragraph. Sorry. Okay, I will write about tortoise. So I'm saying here, my answer here, which animal? I'm going to choose tortoise. Okay? So what can we say? Oh, okay. All right. So that's for your introduction. Now let's go into your content. Okay, your body. Your body. So your body, okay, or your content will explain why. Okay, so here I just chose tortoise. Why? Why tortoise is the best pet to own? So we have answered just now. They look unique. They are cool. They're rough. They can live 80 to 200 years. Easy. Just need apa-apa. Okay, so this is my point just now. So here, you usually answer the question why, what, how. Okay, so the WH question just now, so this is where you will put it, in the body. And here, this is also you using your conjunctions or your connectors as well. Conjunctions, connectors. This will help you. No need a lot of that, probably one paragraph, one or two. But if you use it too much also, that's not good. But this is where you would use it. So, how do I say that? If I were you, I would write about tortoise. They are very cool animal. No, not cool animal, cool pet. Okay, pet. Did you know they can live up to 100 years? Talk about long-term relationship. Okay? Also, they are unique but rough at the same time. They look unique, sorry. They look unique but rough at the same time. Okay? Other than that, you can easily take care of them. All you need to give is water, sunshine, and vegetables. Okay? So here it's answering the why, the what, the how. All is like answering why tortoise is a best pet to own. Okay? So this is usually kalau tak satu paragraph, you can break it into two, but you can also put it into one paragraph. But if you notice, I just like give all the points and then just one or two elaboration ataupun extra sentence. No need a lot of it. Because remember, our email needs to be in 80 words. So that's our introduction, that's our body. Now we have to conclude it. We have to close it. Sorry. So say for example, I'm going to write it here. But I don't want to okay, so here I'm going to write so that's body. So here conclusion. So conclusion, what do you write is usually your hope or value or instruction. Meaning like what do you want the person to do ke ataupun request. Or summary actually. Okay, and here it should not be long. Similar to introduction, it's short. Conclusion pun kena short. Now here, I believe that you will write a cool article about tortoise. Naturally, you are a cool person too. Looking forward to see your article. Bye. Anis. Okay, so here I said that I summarize that I believe, okay, it's like a hope lah. Okay, I hope, so I believe that Jake will write a cool article because he's a cool person. So looking forward to see his article. Bye. Okay, so this is your conclusion. You can say bye, you can say thanks. Okay, these are a few things. And then you need to put your signature. Okay, so here, this one is signature. And with that, you're done. That's how to write an email under this the short communicative message, and this is the first part in your paper 2. Okay, and then the second part we're gonna write about notes expansion. If you have any question, you need more guidance, you need more notes, do let us know. You can contact us dekat eTuisyen online tu under Ask Tutor. Do ask your question and we'll try to get you, to guide you and to write better in English. That's what I would like to do for you. Okay, so that's about it from me. I'll see you when I see you. Bye everyone. Bye, 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 bye. Bye bye. The admin want bye bye to me. Bye. Bye bye. Goodbye. 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 Bye. Bye bye. 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 Yo, kenapa tak bye-bye lagi ni? Bye, admin. Boleh tutup dah. Bye. Bye. Masih tak tutup lagi ni? Oh my god. Bye-bye. Adios, amigos. Muchachos. What's sayonara? Sayonara.